What's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. Boo-hoo! We're all scared. Scary tools. If you get scared of tools, better walk out.
Is this the Halloween edition?
This is the Halloween edition. Halloween might have been 6 months ago. It might be next week. We don't know. But, you know, with COVID, who knows, right?
That's true.
You guys, we're talking about dangerous tools, right? We went over the circular saw. These guys had some really good experiences on the circular saw. To me, that's crazy dangerous. Me and Eric kind of went a little head-to-head because I don't think this tool, it's dangerous, but I don't think it's deadly scary.
It's not. I don't think it's as deadly or scary as a circular saw. And in terms of like that.
All right, start that over.
Yeah. So I don't think it's as scary as. So you're right about that, but you can still get hurt. And I think it's more than just the actual with this thing than the blade. I feel like the two things that I always think about with reciprocating saws getting hurt. A, sometimes it binds up and it hits your wrist or something like that.
Or when it hits something like metal, like boom,
and it bounces back. And the other thing is you're using these things with demo work, and what you're demoing is sometimes that falls back on you and it hits you in the shin or something like that. Hit electric or something like that. That's where I think this tool is more dangerous than actually maybe the blade itself.
The way I describe it is this tool is a lot more violent than the other saw. This is not controlled cutting. Unless you are burying the material against here, which a lot of people don't.
No.
They'll start out and they'll be cutting like this, and then it's going to bounce and it's going to hit anything.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a good point.
In those people's defenses, sometimes you have a longer blade than you need, and you don't want to cut in that deep, so you have to do that, or you're plunging. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or a lot of people want to save that blade, right? So when you keep cutting something constantly in the same area against the shoe, that little area that you're cutting, your teeth are going to wear out. So you have all this new real estate of brand new blades that you want to get to, which causes you to use the
and especially blades being as
way.
expensive as they are now. But I think you're right. That's not a controlled cut when you use a reciprocating saw. I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah, it's definitely aggressive. But I mean, as far as like if we turned on right now and put it on your arm, I mean,
we don't recommend that.
Yeah.
No, we don't recommend that.
They don't go through it, but instantly it's not going to be like a circular saw, like boom, cut your arm off.
Yeah, the only saving grace is the second you let off this trigger, the power starts to go away instantly. Whereas other circular blades like a miter saw, table saw, circular saw, there is still force that is spinning this blade, and it's going to spin a long time and cause damage. This, the second you let off, you could, whatever your material you're hitting, it's going to stop bouncing and it's going to stop cutting. Do I think it could easily rip through your arm? Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But like you said, another big thing is this: you're doing demo work in this. You're not cutting finished materials. You're chopping through stuff. Sometimes you can't see exactly what's on the other side of that wall, and you're going to destroy something or cut into something that's going to kick back at you.
I remember that happening much. Is Marshall Fields even around anymore? So I was working at Marshall Fields. Downtown. So it was after the flood. So Chicago flooded, so we had to go in there and do a bunch of demo work, and we were using the saws all the time. I can't tell you how many times.
Was it corded back in those days, though?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Just because of the amount we were using those things 8-10 hours a day.
Yeah.
Just, it was constant.
Man, that was before V28.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking 1991 is when we were doing. That's almost 30 years ago.
Holy shit.
That's
Eric was in construction.
I wasn't even in high. Was I in high school? I was in high school.
Wow.
I was 17.
Time flies.
I was 17. Yeah. So you guys, proper way and things not to do with a recip saw. What would you recommend not ever doing with a recip saw?
Blind cutting something.
Yeah. Yes.
This thing will destroy stuff on the other side of the wall. So plumbing, electrical, all kinds of stuff that could be in a wall that could be dangerous or costly if you destroy it. Don't ever stick this thing and start cutting a wall if you don't know what's exactly in it.
Or, yeah, that's a great thing, but sometimes you have to cut that wall. So then what would you recommend? Shorter blade, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The shorter the blade.
A wall scan, or even opening it up before and seeing what's kind
of. Make a little cut with a screwdriver just so you can see.
Yeah.
I think a lot of companies now are really into the long blades, though. You see a lot more longer blades than you do shorter ones these days.
Yeah, which I don't.
I just see 12s and 6s a lot. I feel like I see a lot of those.
Yeah, I guess a really small like one.
I know you're right. Like if you went and bought a multi-pack, most of the blades that are in there are the longer blades. Yeah. They don't sell the little 4-inch blades, which is really all you need to cut a lot of materials. But I don't know. Maybe it's a way to make money.
So like would you recommend? Let's say the blade gets damaged right away, gets a bend in it. Would you recommend still using that blade?
I would recommend no, but I would use it.
Yeah, I would say
Because I'm cheap.
I'm going to
know?
say no, but I have bent
Yes.
blades back and beat them straight again.
Yes, exactly.
Because their blades are expensive, especially if you buy the nice carbide ones.
Yeah.
You're looking at a $15 blade, and it's like, well, it's a little bent. I'm not going to throw it away, but safety first, then yeah, you would have to throw it away. But I have bent them back.
Yeah, no, I have.
Yeah, and speaking of blades, so you're in the fire department, and you actually use this sometimes to get in the cars, right?
Yeah.
Not this actual one. They have.
Well,
their
not
own.
this.
Yes, not this actual one. Most fire departments carry a reciprocating saw for cutting metal, and that's a whole different thing. Cutting through doors, cutting through car doors,
The pillars.
yeah, anything that we need to get through. Firemen have to destroy things to get to people for safety reasons. These tools are fantastic for destroying materials. We do carry mostly metal blades for it because that's why we're using this. We're not fire service. We're not using this to cut open a wood or anything.
Yeah.
We're using this most of the time to cut metal.
And you, like with Volkswagens or those, is it boron or the
Yes.
steel that goes up?
A lot of companies have started using boron steel in the frame material, not the whole frame, but the frame around the cabin of the people, the place that you want to keep it safe. We have to use special tools for it. We have to use special saw blades for it.
Okay.
What if you get there in a car accident and the car's about to burn on fire? It's like it's burning, dude, and the person's there and their ankle's stuck. Was that what you would use to cut off their ankle
No,
to get them out?
no.
What
We're
would
going to put
you
the
do?
fire out first.
What if you couldn't?
We would come up with a solution
There's-
besides trying to
There's
cut
a lot
them
of
out.
water you can get out pretty quick.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be the very last thing.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's just an option. You just never know. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now, what blades do you guys use? Do you use a certain brand out on the job site or in
I don't think so.
the field?
The blades you have though, will that cut through boron?
Yeah, they'd take a lot of them.
Well, okay. What about like the Jaws for Life and the spreaders? I mean, is that like
Those cut it better.
they do?
Because
Okay.
the new Jaws of Life they have there,
Faster?
it's more about PSI strength.
You actually had to upgrade everything because of this new metal, right?
Yep.
So all the fire services around. I mean, think about the small towns who can't afford to do that. It's
But
it's
Diablo
crazy.
has a blade, the metal extreme that will cut through boron like that.
Yeah,
It does cut through pretty
Yeah.
quick.
yeah. In the fire service, we use the big Jaws of Life because it's just that it's quicker to go through bigger pieces. I've seen those blades. Those blades are fantastic. If you can, like I said, this is more for intricate when it's used in the fire service. When you're doing it on a job site or commercial, you would cut pieces all day like this because you're planning on installing something or moving something there. We are more focused on ripping the thing apart to get to the person.
Right.
And
See, I
worry
don't
about-
like that, dude. If I got in an accident, I wouldn't want you ripping apart. I would want you, hey, dude, don't scratch my stuff. Don't rip
What's
my
the
leather.
pinch? Why you got
Hey,
insurance,
don't
guy?
rip my leather, brother. What's that, man? Can you be as less invasive as possible?
Don't worry about my leg bleeding.
Yeah. The fire in my leg caught, dude. You said you had that way to bring it, Can we talk about that? No, that's not funny stuff. But, yeah, another dangerous thing that we didn't talk about is, I don't know if it's a pinch point, but right in here. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, especially when you're changing the Milwaukee doesn't have it because it's on the outside, which is good. But some of them you actually have to twist the arbor in there. And basically, if this thing's on, you're holding it between your legs, you actually hit that trigger. There's a chance that piston could come up and throw your finger up against the shoe. Mm-hmm. That would suck. In fact, I always thought, like, if I was like a mobster and I needed people to talk, that's what I would do. I'd put their finger in the sawzall and just slowly till it touches it. Be like, okay. Where did they put those Oreos?
Yeah.
You know?
I'd have chocolate over my mouth. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You know? Yeah, so just, smart use of your shoe. Again, we got to talk safety. Glasses here in this situation. Gloves recommended due to the demo work.
I didn't put hearing protection on anytime you're using power
Yeah, we didn't
tools.
even talk about hearing protection in the other one.
No, because honestly, we did a circular saw, and there's times, I don't know what it is, but where you're cutting, all of a sudden there's like a loud whining noise, and I don't know if it's just my ears. They're very sensitive, but there's sometimes like that where...
You're getting old.
Yeah, I am, definitely.
Planers are the
Planers.
Yes.
Yeah,
Planers are
that's
pretty
a loud
loud.
one too.
That's like the loudest tool out there.
Yeah, impacts are pretty loud too. Like if you're in a basement and you're rocking with a couple of
Yeah.
those can get pretty loud.
Oh,
too.
yeah, dude, right next to them.
Yeah.
That's why they have the hydraulic impacts now. But even those are still loud.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, so pretty much, obviously this isn't quite as dangerous as a table saw or a circular saw, but it still is dangerous. again, like Eric said in the previous video, or maybe that video didn't get put out yet, but you just want to have control of the tool, right? You just want to let the tool do the work. Don't start pushing hard. You know, you're putting pressure on this blade, this whole situation here. You're just causing more aggravation. Let the tool do the work, right? Sometimes you can just hit it lightly and let the blade go. You know, you're not creating that heat that you normally would by putting, 30, 40 pounds of force on it.
No, it's a good point. Yeah, definitely let the tool do the work.
Yeah, but definitely scary tools, you guys. Reciprocating saw tools. Right?
No, they are. I mean,
And
seriously.
they have homeowner versions of those too. Hart has them, Ryobi has them.
You still got a moving object, and any type of moving object can still cause injury. So,
But
you
on
always
this
gotta be
one, it's
careful.
more about what the damage you're going to cause than the tool actually hurting you. Except for that kickback.
Oh, kickback.
That
yeah.
kickback sucks, man. You know where I get that all the time is when I'm cutting Jeep frames to put in suspensions, when I'm cutting off shock mounts. Dude, because you're just so close right there, and it's always just some piece of metal bracket there. And you'll just be in there, and all of a sudden you hit that metal bracket, boom! That's when your blade bends.
The worst is like rotary hammers. Again, I'm going way back to the 90s, but we'd have to cut into concrete and all that. And it doesn't have that AVR like they have now where it protect the jerkiness. You'd go in as soon as you hit rebar, bam! I mean, you'd feel it right on your elbow all the time.
Yeah, that was dangerous, man.
Yeah.
That was dangerous. But that's more for another episode of Dangerous Scary Tools. Oh, everybody's scared. Go check us out on Instagram, you guys. Don't forget TikTokies, all that good stuff.
For more exciting tool action, go to toolsinaction.com.